So there was some announcement on the Fox News from Donald Trump that they got the shooter, Charlie Kirk's shooter, right now is in custody. So here's some footage of him leaving the scene after the shooting, by the way. That was released by the FBI. And apparently it was his dad who decided to turn him in to the law enforcement. So that's him jumping there. Yeah, and then he just runs away. So yeah, his dad, based on words from Donald Trump, decided to turn him to the law enforcement. So the shooting, let's see the mapping of the Charlie Kirk's assassination.
On Wednesday, September 10th, 2025, Charlie Kirk speaks at an event in Orem.
The shooting was pretty much the same as, pretty close one as we seen with the Donald Trump assassination attempt, right? Same rooftop meta. You know, the new rooftop meta is too OP, I guess they need to fix that thing. But this one had a different angle. It was more direct one, and it was one shot, one kill, pretty much.
It is at the Sorensen Center courtyard on the campus,
and then he just immediately disappears,
of Utah Valley University. The event, part of his American Comeback Tour, features his signature Prove Me Wrong debate format. Kirk is positioned at a table beneath a large tent. Students come up and have a chance to ask him a question and debate with him. Approximately 20 minutes into his presentation, an audience member identified as a student questions him about mass shootings.
Do you know how many transgender
yeah, they are
have been mass shooters over the last 10 years?
Too many.
Okay, now 5 is a lot, right? I'm gonna give you some credit. Do you know how many shooters
So I don't think
in America?
they're gonna show us how he got shot.
Boring 12. He and the
Okay, that's
18-year-old
the background of the guy, whatever.
political and cultural university.
That's after he got shot there. So the shot was pretty much fatal, and now
Eyewitness
directly in the
accounts
neck.
describe hearing
So here's some reaction from people there. You can see that everybody just flinched there. It was pretty quick.
Immediately following the sound, Charlie Kirk's head jerks backwards. A significant volume of blood.
So pretty much it was shot directly in the neck, and it probably ricocheted from a spinal cord and created a blast inside of the neck. That's why there was so much
Gushes
blood
from his
there,
neck.
just
Although an autopsy is
too
yet to be
much.
released, speculation
So
state
the death was pretty fast, I would say pretty immediate.
he
I
is hit
think.
partially in his jugular and spine.
Maybe 1-2 seconds the brain was functioning, then complete death. So yeah, it was pretty fast.
Phone footage shows that audience members react to the noise
I'm
instinctively.
talking about the audience. A lot of people being mad about somebody's cheering. Probably people who never knew who Charlie Kirk is. Again, that's the guy who all he does is pretty much debate. So that's conservative guy who comes and debate pretty much everybody. So in the audience, there's half of them are fans and half of them are haters. So it's not a fan meetup. It's another just a debate in the university that he got going on there. So, but still even cheering, even if you're a hater for somebody getting shot, that's your first reaction. If it's your first reaction, it's just, you know, it's some mental issues you got there for sure. But yeah, that's some things people was concerned about, like
His security
what was that
personnel
about,
and
but
multiple police officers
yeah,
cover him and
it was not a fan meetup
try
pretty
to bring
much.
him away to surrounding vehicles as soon as
I
possible.
mean, he was dead at that time, so yeah, there was no point of that.
Through phone recordings later released on Twitter, a figure is identified.
A same situation that we had with Donald Trump, right? They saw the guy on a rooftop before the shooting, and they let him shoot.
On the roof of the Losey Center.
Oh, there's somebody on the roof right there?
Same situation, same rooftop strategy, but this one, the bigger caliber, by the way, which has better ballistics, obviously, compared to the first one we had in the Donald Trump was 223. This one is a bolt action caliber 3008, which is a pretty big caliber for hunting, like deer, or even you can kill a bear with that thing. So that's other reason why the splash was that big. So that's the guy, that's the shooter. So he's in custody right now.
A building located approximately 200 yards.
Apparently the dad was Christian, so
or
with
180
some
meters from Kirk's position.
was a religious guy, so that's why he
It
decided to
seems the shooter is lying
turn
in a
him
prone
into
position,
the law
shooting
enforcement.
down with a clear view of his
Quote unquote by Donald Trump.
target. This individual is observed both prior to and following the shot, and is seen retreating from the rooftop. Based on these videos, the shooter
So
is
in
placed at a more
general,
accurate
all he did was
destination
pretty
of 100 to
successful.
120
Like the whole
meters
plan was
from where
pretty
Kirk
successful
is
there.
sitting.
Like,
Presumably, the shooter
because there
escaped
was no traces of him, no valuable traces of him,
over the roof
and
of the
he left
building
the scene
after
that
taking
quickly.
the shot.
Like it was just one
Charlie
shot,
Kirk is carried to
one
a police
kill,
vehicle
and then he
parked
disappears.
just behind the tent where he is speaking from.
And nobody
He's then
knows where he
transported
is, you
to the
know.
local Timpanogos Regional Hospital.
My opinion was that he's gonna leave the country. It would be a smart decision to leave the country, but I
Initial
guess he
reports
he decided to stay at home
indicate his condition is critical.
with his
Utah
family.
Valley University spokeswoman Ellen Trainor states that a suspect is in custody, and it's not a student.
So his escape was pretty smart and successful, but the last part was pretty dumb, I guess. This is just a random old guy, crazy guy that
Political figures begin to issue statements. President Donald Trump posts on Truth Social, calling for prayers for Charlie Kirk,
Yeah,
the
President
governor, and many
does.
other prominent political
even Newsom, it's crazy.
figures.
Man.
At 2:26 MDT,
He's a left
FBI
wing.
Director Kash Patel also announces on social media that a suspect in the shooting is in custody.
Like farming pretty much,
Now, we have
even
a person
though it was not a suspect.
of interest in custody.
But only a couple of hours later, all statements are retracted. Cox clarifies that George Zinn, the individual initially
Yeah, we're
detained,
still waiting
is
on
not the
the-
assassin, but has been charged with obstruction of justice. A second
Still
suspect
waiting.
is also arrested, but later released. As of right now, the authorities state their investigation continues.
Still waiting where they're
At
gonna
around
like
2:40
officially
MDT,
announce the.
Charlie Kirk's death is finally
guy.
confirmed. President
But the Donald said
Donald
he's
Trump
in
announces it on
custody,
Truth
like
Social.
a shooter.
he is survived by his wife, daughter, and son.
To my great fellow Americans, I am filled with grief and anger. Campus in Utah.
The cause of death is confirmed as a gunshot wound to the neck. No further suspects have been taken into custody as of September 11th. At the
Yeah, he's in custody right now. But again, that's crazy. The fact it took so long to catch him, and the fact that pretty much law enforcement got lucky because he had a dad who was Christian and decided to turn his son in. So yeah, again, I think politicians or anybody who's a political commentator should really keep an eye on rooftops, because this thing is really dangerous. Like this new meta is too OP, yo. It's crazy.